If you are a regular viewer of this channel, you might be wondering why I am suddenly showing footage of myself pregnant after posting a birth story. And that is because I went really, really late with my daughter. I mentioned all of this in the birth story, but I went so late that I had to convince myself that I was having a normal day just to not be in my head. And so this is the day that I actually went into labor. I went into labor later this evening, but I said I have to get out my camera, put on a nice outfit, and record making a meal just so that I can have some sense of normalcy, because after living for over 12 days, she was 12 days late, and after living for over 12 days of thinking, okay, this could be any minute, this could be any time, I needed to feel normal. So that is where this footage is coming from. This was all the day that I had her. It ended up being the day, actually I had her the next day technically because I had her earlier in the morning, but this was all right before I went into labor with my daughter. During my postpartum days, I really like to prioritize eating healthy and nourishing foods, and Merrifield is one way to make that less costly for my family, and why I'm excited to introduce them as a sponsor of today's video. Merrifield is a totally free app that makes it fun and easy to save on healthy brands. You simply upload your receipts or connect your accounts to the Merrifield app, and you get rewarded whenever you buy better for you brands. It even works for produce and eggs. So as someone who is buying a lot of these better for you brands and also a lot of produce and eggs, this is so fun to me because I am able to upload these receipts, link my Whole Foods or Instacart accounts, and then I am able to redeem those points for gift cards. And if you refer a friend to use the app as well, you each get $4. This app is 100% free, so there's really no downside, and you should definitely download the app, especially if you are buying a lot of produce, a lot of eggs, and a lot of better for you brands. I know that you guys will find Merrifield just as fun and rewarding as we have, so make sure to head to the link in my description to download the app today. Thanks so much to Merrifield for sponsoring today's video. So there is obviously a significant gap of when that first meal was recorded and when this was recorded. I took a lot of time to rest, a full 2 weeks, actually over 2 weeks of just resting and being together as a family of 4. And then I decided it was time for me to get back at it. I actually didn't feel a lot of social pressure for this. I know that this is something that a lot of people like to talk about as far as the postpartum rest period and all that kind of stuff. This is not something that I felt like I had to do or really needed to do to prove anything. It was actually just something that I like to do because I really struggle with the amount of rest time that is required postpartum. I am a capital E extrovert, and I just feel the best emotionally and mentally whenever my life is moving at a certain pace. And that's just hard for me postpartum to sit for so long. I do it because I know it's best for my body, but there is a point whenever I feel like I have to get back to normal. And so this day was whenever I felt like I wanted to spend the time cleaning my house, taking down the Christmas decorations, and just really giving everything a thorough mom clean. All that to say, I did still take it quite slow. I really enjoy cleaning more than I enjoy cooking, so I just took the opportunity to get the house clean. My favorite way to get the house clean is to just move through the rooms one by one and take my time in each room. I also took the opportunity to take the Christmas decorations down because I always feel like they add a little bit of clutter. So I did that. I got the rooms fully clean. I spent so much time in my kitchen, and this was just such a luxurious feeling to me. My sweet girl hung out in the wrap for me to really get a thorough clean. I wiped down basically every single surface in my kitchen. I feel so silly saying that I had fun doing this, but I really did. I actually really enjoy cleaning, especially whenever it feels really productive and not just like another way to procrastinate. So I had a lot of fun just getting it really clean. And then, of course, once it was all done, standing back, taking a look at it and really admiring my work. I don't know if that's cheesy to say or if you guys do that too, but I really do just enjoy getting a thorough clean in on the kitchen, especially after it has been nearly 3 weeks since that has been done. I set little goals for myself to get certain rooms done on certain days this week. This video was recorded throughout the entire week, so I definitely wasn't moving at my most normal pace. Normally, all of this could get done in a day, maybe even less than a day, but I really still wanted to be able to take it easy, really savor this time. One way that I am really glad we were able to do that is with basically no cooking. We still had a lot of freezer meals and a lot of people that brought meals. We still had some leftovers from that. So I was really able to take it slow, but also feel normal. And that is a really big gift because, like I said, mentally, it's really hard to not have any normalcy at all. But I also wanted to be able to take the time to go slow with our daughter, our newborn daughter. This is something that having a newborn is something that I have only done one other time, and it was basically like 2.5 years ago. So I am definitely not the most experienced at all of these things, and all of this is kind of coming back. I'm remembering what's so special about it, but also what can be really hard about having a newborn. And yeah, I'm trying to make space for all of those things as well. Homemaking with a newborn has to go at a slower pace than it does with just a toddler around, or obviously with no kids around at all. It goes at a much slower pace, but also it goes at a really sweet pace. There are a lot of breaks to hold the baby, burp the baby, nurse the baby. There's just a lot more breaks required and just a much slower pace. One thing that has been helping me is setting little goals for the day. And to be honest with you, I do this even without a newborn. I've pretty much always done this, is to set little goals for the day to kind of solve the most pressing issues first. Obviously, this living room was a pressing issue because it is just not fun to live in a messy space like that. And so that is something that I knew I wanted to get done that day. And I have been trying to set little goals like that to solve the most pressing issues, whether it be we need laundry done because the baby's out of sleepers or mom needs her pajamas washed, or whether it be that the dishes need to get done because we're out of plates, or the living room needs to be picked up because it's driving everybody insane to have that much stuff on the floor. I am trying to solve those most pressing issues first, all while taking it slowly because we have a little one. Whenever I sit for 2 weeks in bed, I just have a lot of time to think and be inspired, which is a really good thing. But it also sometimes feels overwhelming because I'm thinking of all the things that I want to do, projects I want to do, places I want to go, things I want to see that I can't do because I am resting. And that is something that I have to consistently remind myself of right now, is that now is only the time to do what absolutely has to be done. It's the time to take care of the 2 kids, mom, dad, keep the house clean and keep people fed. And that is literally it. So as tempting as it is, I will not start any projects. Yes, of course, I will dream about them. I am dreaming heavily about my garden and our home right now, but we will not start anything until the baby is at least 6 weeks. And even then, I'll just see how I am feeling during that time. As a mom of only two, I am most definitely not an expert in the newborn days or really anything to do with children. But if you are watching this and you have a newborn or about to have a newborn, I hope that the takeaway would be to do what you need to do for yourself and your body. So like I said, struggle with sitting for the recommended amount of time, but I know that I need to do that for my body. But then after a certain amount of time, I know that for myself, for my emotional well-being, that I need some level of normalcy. And so I hope that if you feel that way, that you feel encouraged in that, but also if you don't, that you feel good to just keep resting if you are able to do that. I know that all of this, any amount of rest is a luxury, but yeah, I just hope that you feel encouraged by watching this video if you have a newborn or about to have a newborn, or you're just a mom that needs some encouragement. Like I said, I was into focusing on little tasks for each day, and the only thing that needed to get done this particular day is folding up the laundry that I had started the day before. So we just folded it up, we put it away, and then I took the rest of the day just to relax and be with my family. As always, thank you so much for watching and joining me here on our sweet sunny days. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys here next week.